Warning, this content contains foul language, violence, and gore. Enjoy the story. Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, this was a request from one of my subscribers. I was already going to do a Saiyan What If. I won't go much detail in my other Saiyan. It's going to be a Dragon Ball Z What If, but this is going to be a Hero Academia and DC World combined because she's going to be super powerful, and yeah, there's no. I'm not going to, nerf her. So, yeah, that's straight up the bat. I'm not planning to nerf her. And I'm combining a couple ideas into this what if. So, this isn't going to be a female Deco. I know I didn't put female Deco in the title because I want to, change the title up a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to give her a God Key, so I don't know if I'm going to go that route. She's going to have normal Key, but it will look pink. Just because, of the character model. I know this is a female. It looks like a female Goku Black. She's gonna have the abilities of Goku Black with the Ki sword that Goku Black is able to form using his Ki or Keyblade, I guess you would call it. Not Ki, not as Ki I, not Ki E Y, but Ki. You know what I mean. If you guys seen any Dragon Ball stuff, you know what I'm talking about. She probably will have Super Saiyan. I'm not gonna go the whole, Rose route. Her base form, this is what she looks like in her base form. Just let you guys, let you guys know what she looks like in her base form. So she doesn't have black hair, she has pink hair. As the Saiyans have been in hiding, had to hide from people like Brainiac and Darkseid. As they're just, on a random planet off of some unknown solar system that no one even travels. Not even the Green Lanterns go into this area. There's not a lot of Saiyans left after the heart disease, the heart virus that the Saiyans came out of nowhere. It wiped out majority of their race. You have a little Saiyan girl holding onto her mother's hand as her mother's on her deathbed. As her mother, looks at Izumi and smiles. My sweet, sweet daughter. You no longer, after I pass away, you no longer need to stay in hiding. What you do from then on, it's up to you. The world's your oyster. If you want to conquer planets, I have faith in you. There is a Saiyan pod. The out of bounds area. The taboo. There's a cave. There's a Saiyan pod. I've kept one just in case. No, daughter, I've been keeping you away from what you want to do most. That is fighting. A farewell gift to you. I have intel of 2 individuals that you would find interesting. That would put a good challenge to you, my daughter. Kryptonian that goes by Superman, that lives on a planet called Earth. Mother, I believe it's pronounced Earth. Oh, yeah. That planet, it's named weird. And there's also a man. Here. you'll get what I understand. As she hands Izumi a data pad. As Izumi sees the old clip of All Might, there's a man called All Might. He don't know much about Earth, but he seems to be a very powerful warrior. I hid your potential far too long, daughter. It's time for the rest of the universe know who you are. You must promise me, daughter. As her mother grabs onto her wrist, you must make sure the line doesn't die with you. Understood, Mom. I won't fail you. I know you won't, sweetheart. When I pass away, my dear daughter, you'll be the last of our kind. It will be a very lonely road for you, but I know you're strong, daughter. You are, after all, my daughter, princess of the Saiyans. You're going to make such a mark on this universe. It's almost a pity that I can't see it for myself. As Izumi's mother closes her up, well, as her mother slowly fades off, as the queen has officially passed away. As Izumi gently closes her mother's eyes, as she spends a quiet moment, crying to herself, as she gets she gets herself together, as she does the Saiyan ritual rites, whatever how they process they're dead. I don't know much about. I don't know how they do that, but let's just say Izumi cremated her mother or buried her. It doesn't really matter. Let's say she buried her on the planet. Izumi got the virus when she was quite young, but she survived. But the other Saiyans wasn't so lucky. She's somewhat immune to the virus. Not totally immune, but she was immune. They didn't have the technology to research it because they had to live low key. They were scared that they were worried that if Brainiac finds out our dark side, their civilization was quite in a weakened state after the first meeting with Brainiac. Saiyans knew they were going to lose, so they blew up their own planet out of spite, just so Brainiac can't steal one of the cities. As Izumi goes to the air, oh sorry, as Izumi goes to where the Saiyan pod was located, as she gets in and puts in the coordinates, as immediately she moves the Saiyan ship outside of the cave so she could fly it without bursting through it. I mean, she puts in the code, the coordinates, as she found out that the coordinates was already set. As she jumps in, as she starts the pod, as it flies up in the air, as she gets one more look at her home that she was that she was raised on. As immediately the space pod left the atmosphere. Sorry. Ooh, excuse me. As it goes into space. Now, brief description of this type of Saiyan I just created. Now, they're able to reproduce with both genders. They don't need a male to reproduce a child. These versions of Saiyans, they're all female. Think of kind of like the Amazons. But anyways, it's all female class of Saiyan, so that's what just want to get that over, get that explained. As Izumi, it's been several years. She's been stuck in this pod for a while. As she finally, gets to the solar system where Earth is located, the Milky Way. She, passes Venus, Jupiter, Mars, as she flies past the moon, as she immediately breaks atmosphere on Earth. The Justice League, their sensors told there was a ship coming in. It was moving so fast that they couldn't intercept it. As the ship crashes in the middle of the city, in Metropolis. As there's a panic in the middle of the city, as everyone's running, as the space pod landed in the middle of the road during work hours, traffic hours. It's around, let's say it's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. As the pod crashed, a couple of civilians was hurt severely, not killed, but yeah, he was a little too close to the landing site. As he got thrown backwards into a wall. As the pod opens up, as steam comes out of it, while it's opening up, it has that cool effect that you see in movies when the alien life form lands, as there's steam coming off from the inside as the pod opens up. As everyone sees a little 8-year-old girl with pink hair, wearing Saiyan body armor, with a scouter on on the right side of her face. And she clicks on the scouter as it makes start making noises, as Izumi is scanning their their power levels, as they're all 0. Bunch of weaklings. Where are they? There has to be someone here, at least worthy of a challenge. Not flying in the sky, she's just hovering at the moment. Freeze! As several police officers, as they all point their gun at her. As Izumi doesn't even pay any attention to them. As she's hovering, towards them. As they're telling Izumi to stand back or they open fire. She doesn't speak, basic, well, English. She speaks a different language. As they open fire, as the bullets just reflect off her like it's nothing, as Izumi gets a very serious look in her eye. You weaklings attack me? I had enough of this. As she slams her fist into the ground, immediately the ground starts to break apart, as all of the officers had to retreat from the area. Yeah, she wrecked. Yeah, she wrecked that ground hard, as the ground got lifted up in the air from the impact from the fist. As the police car got shot up in the air, as it was about to hit a side of the building. As Superman comes rushing in, grabs the car, as it sets it down. And set it down. As everyone's saying, oh, Superman's here, so, they're all excited, they're gonna be safe. The Man of Steel, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Izumi sees her first opponent that her mother told her to go challenge. They've, before the virus hit their people, they've been keeping an eye on Earth. Superpower individuals like Superman and All Might would not go unnoticed. They've been using probes, scattered them all around the universe, in case they have to move planet. Just precautions, but they found Earth and kept an eye on it for time to time. As Izumi has her tail wrapped around her waist, as she flies up, immediately charges at Superman as she decks him across the face as he goes flying into a building. As you have Izumi with a crooked smile, as she has a smug look on her face. As Superman's trying to calm her down, but she doesn't understand whatever language he's using, and she doesn't care. She just wants to fight. As she immediately, she fights Superman as Superman's, blocking and not trying to fight her as it's just a little girl of what he believes around 8 years old. Immediately Izumi is using after image as it cuts her power level for each copy she makes. But as they begin, fighting Superman all together, even the original, as Superman, he's not trying to hurt the girl, so he's tanking a lot of the blows. As immediately a rope wraps around Izumi, as Wonder Woman pulls downwards, as Izumi goes hitting into the ground, as Superman takes care of the after image clones. As he slaps his hands together, making a shockwave. As the after image technique ends, as Izumi starts screaming, as Wonder Woman sees some electricity just emanating off her, as Izumi is trying to forcefully remove the lasso, as she's screaming, as she's charging up, as immediately a burst of ki emanate from Izumi's mouth, as she looks at Diana and shut out the ki blast from her mouth, as Diana had to use her bracelets to block some of the impact. As Diana goes flying back into several buildings, hitting a gasoline truck as it explodes from slamming into so hard. Superman's not hurt from the attack that Izumi's been giving him. She's powerful, but she's not at that level yet to hurt Superman. She's only 8 years old, so she's not overpowered at the moment, but that will change with a Zenkai boost, which is near death, and she hasn't unlocked Super Saiyan yet. So yeah, there's a lot of potential for her to get stronger. As Izumi's been listening to all the conversations that these humans been talking us, finally, I got their dialogue down. Such a pain of ass. Superman. As Superman's now understanding her. Stop this, young lady. You need to stand down. Oh, I don't think so, Kryptonian. I'm just getting started. Fight me. Stop holding back. Are you looking down on me, Kryptonian? I don't want to hurt you, young lady. Just calm down. I'm calm, Superman. You know when I'm not. After all, there's a lot of collateral damage around here. Who knows what will happen if I accidentally, blow someone up. Not the only opponent I'm after, Kryptonian. I'm also after a human goes by the name of All Might. Muscular guy, blonde hair. Always has that devilish smile on his face. After I'm done with you, I'll be paying him a little visit. Simply talk about this, young lady. I don't want to talk about this. I want to fight. As immediately Izumi rushes, at Superman. As Superman grabs onto her and slams her onto the ground. As Superman sighs, I really didn't want to do that to a little girl. He coughs up spit as she starts laughing. That's more like it, Kryptonian. Give me more. As immediately Izumi kicks Superman side the face. Actually, she jumped up, side kicked him side the face. As Superman goes flying, as Diana catches him, as the rest of the League finally appears. Black Canary, one of the Green Lanterns. How? Oh, I don't know which Green Lantern. It really doesn't matter. One of the Lantern Corps. One of the human lanterns. This is being broadcast all around America. I guess a few people in Japan would see this. Zumi could probably destroy Superman by, key blast, but she doesn't want to kill him. She wants to fight him. Her mother wasn't very pacific on her orders, but she told her to find these people and fight them. So far, this is what Izumi's doing. It must be my birthday. There's quite a lot of you here. I think I should take this a little more serious. Wouldn't you say? As she has her head tilted, as she has a crooked smile. As immediately Izumi begins to fighting the rest of the Justice League as the Green Martian, I forget I think they named him John. I think that what his Earth name was. Give me a second here. I think his human name is John, but I'm not totally sure on that. Let's just say it is, just for convenience sake. If I'm wrong, comment down below. But let's get on to the story. As John was, the Green Martian was trying to scan Izumi's mind. As John, starts to scream out in pain. That's very unpolite of you, try to break into a girl's mind like that. I'm gonna have to punish you. Immediately, Izumi disappears as she reappears in front of John, grab him by the neck, as she's up in the air, choking him, as John is gasping for air. As with her opposite hand, as she creates her key sword or key blade, as green energy, morphed into her, let's say the left arm. As immediately she's about to stab John in the chest, as she sniffs something, as she immediately gets her attention, as it's food, as she immediately, throws John out of the way, as she rushes over to the stand. What is that, human? It's, food. Here. As he's scared, shitless. It's on the house. As Izumi, she's, her vicious face is gone now. She has a bright smile. This is really good. What is this? It's called pizza. What is pizza? Whatever it is. It's good. I might not kill you. As Batman has been observing her, as he kind of gets where to entice her, or where her weakness is, as it's currently food. As Batman, goes behind her. Young lady, as Izumi, what do you want? You see, I'm eating. I'm aware of that, young lady. If you stop what you're doing, I'll be able to give you anything you want. You must be curious of different foods here. After all, you just arrived on Earth. As much as I like the food, I still want to fight Superman, the Kryptonian. That could be arranged, but we could always have it in a more secluded area. Less collateral damage. Is it a deal? As Izumi, thinks on it. Fight Superman now. get yummy foods and fight Superman? Well, I guess I'll take you up on that offer. Human. Think you're human. Don't know what the deal was dressing as that, but I'm not gonna judge. Fine, I'll behave for now. But I will fight him. And I will defeat him. You could count on that. I am Batman. And you are? You could call me Izumi. Princess Izumi. Oh, great. Another princess. As you know, he sighs, as you know, he's had to deal with Starfire a bunch of times. Fire, so yeah, another alien princess. He's really tired of them showing up on Earth. This one is very powerful, and she's just a girl. As Batman's thinking, he can't imagine how powerful she can get when she's full grown. So he's trying to do something. May I ask, young lady, why are you want to fight me? Oh, it was my mother's last request. I fight you and someone called All Might. Like I said, while we were fighting, that's all. I really don't care about anything else. Except for this yummy food. Originally was going to, fight you. Then possibly blow up your planet afterwards. It all depends on how I felt. I'd be serious. Oh yeah, I'm quite serious. It's quite easy. I haven't really blew a planet out before, but I know how. There's always the first thing for everything. What race do you come from? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm a Saiyan. As everyone, never heard of a Saiyan. Yeah, you won't hear of my kind. After all, I'm the last. I'm the last of my kind. After my mother passed away, I came strictly over to your neat little planet. Your planet must have strong warriors, considering you came across Brainiac and Doomsday. My mother's been keeping an eye on your little world on time to time. And given it did intrigue me. As Izumi, begins, eating the rest of her food that the nice guy gave her. As it's one of those food stands areas, as sorry guys, as she's just enjoying her food. She's never had such a dish that was so cheesy. She never had cheese before, so this is a new experience for her. So she likes it. As Saiyans, they eat a huge they can eat a huge amount of food to keep their body running. So they have to eat a lot, and Izumi, she has quite the appetite. Flash comes in as Superman and Batman and Diana are talking. As Flash comes in, well, that was interesting. So, what we can do about the princess now? Like, we can't, let her off her own devices. She's still a kid. Very overpowered. Vicious little kid, but kid nonetheless. As Izumi, finishes eating, as she, floats over to her ship. As she presses the button, as it, poofs, as it turns into a capsule. As she picks it up and puts it away. As the Saiyans do have capsule technology, because the Dragon Ball Z universe is not in this world, so I'm just saying, they have, technology. They just couldn't openly create a civilization. It would get the attention of Brainiac and any other warlords in that, vast galaxy. It's not stupid enough to keep her ship lying around so the humans could, steal it. She would have to massacre a whole lot of them just to get her property back. That's her only way out off of the planet. So she can fly, but let's. Yeah, she technically can't. She can't breathe in space, so that's a problem. So yeah, she won't be flying in space like Superman. She's not a Kryptonian. She still has to breathe. Now, once if she ever gets if she ever gets God Key, then yeah, she'll be able to breathe in space, but not until then. And she has a very large lung capacity, but not enough. Not she can't keep enough air in her body to travel through a planet, to planet. Probably going to stop our episode off there. Now I'm going to pull up where she's going to be sent. With Batman, with Diana, or with Black Canary. Now, if she goes with Diana, she'll be going to Paradise Island of the Amazons. If she goes with Bruce, she'll be going to Gotham. And if she goes Black Canary, she's going to be introduced to her lifestyle. Most likely, recommend her for either the Young Justice or the Teen Titans. Whatever wins the poll. So it depends on where I take it. And with Superman, if she gets chosen, if you guys choose to stay with Superman, then she'll get to know Lois Lane and Superman's kids. He does have kids in this, so I'll let you guys know right away. As Lois and Superman are married. Or we could go with Supergirl. That actually would be better off. Let's say Superman's not an option. Let's say Supergirl or Power Girl is the option. It all depends on how I want to go about this. Well, I'll put Superman, Supergirl, or Power Girl in the selection of on the What If pool for this series. So depending on where she goes, depending on how the story develops. So I hope you guys have a good night and day. Judge my time zones, and I'll catch you in the next video.